We are recommending the COVID-19 vaccine, and we do believe that it is the best solution for completing the pandemic or getting over it, I guess. And right now, we can give the vaccine to patients as low as age 12. Pfizer just got emergency use authorization from the United States FDA. Pfizer needed to submit clinical trials to the FDA in order to give this vaccine. And so at first we just had adult data, and then it went down to age 16. Now Pfizer has given additional data down to age 12, and all the clinical trials showed significant safety with this vaccine. The COVID-19 vaccine is very effective. What they found when they studied it in children, that it was just as effective as what they have seen in adults. And in adults, it's been up to 95% effective. And so that is the same down to age 12 that we are seeing. The COVID-19 vaccine is similar to a lot of other vaccines that we provide for children. What it wants is the body to make an immune response so that if your body gets exposed to coronavirus, it will already have an antibody ready to fight it off. And so there's different vaccines in providing this antibody production, but that's basically what the COVID-19 vaccine is doing, is just causing your body to make an antibody against the protein of the coronavirus. When they did the studies for children, they found out that the side effects are pretty much the same that we were seeing in adults as well as the older age teenagers. And so with any injection, you can get some soreness and redness at the site, and so that may be seen. Also, what was noted is some did get a fever or chills, some complained of a headache, some got some just all over body soreness, and then others complained of some nausea. None of these symptoms lasted longer than 36 hours, and so by 2 days, people should be expecting that they'd be back to their normal self. There has been some question about the Pfizer vaccine as well as the Moderna because they are a different type of vaccine that uses messenger RNA. The virus itself is an RNA type virus. So by using the messenger RNA, the Pfizer actually wraps it up with a fatty layer to help get it into our cells. And then once it's in our cells, that fatty layer dissolves. Then we have that messenger RNA that has instructions to make a protein. It's called a spike protein. And that protein is made for which our body is going to make antibodies against. And so that mRNA is only in the cytoplasm of the cell. It does not interfere or come in contact with a person's own DNA, which is in the nucleus of the cell, which is well protected. Also, since we're trying to rev up our immune system very quickly actually attacks that mRNA and destructs it. So it's only there for a little bit of time to make that spike protein, and then it's gone. Every child has the possibility of getting sick with the coronavirus, and we do not know how sick that child will get. We have been very fortunate that a lot of the children haven't gotten extremely sick with the coronavirus, but some have gotten more sickness and some have required hospitalization. There has also been a disease that has been found after kids have been infected with coronavirus as well. So protection from getting the disease is felt that it would protect the child, first of all, from getting any illness or that second disease that has been seen. But also there is a benefit that they would be protecting everybody else that they come in contact with. So their family members, and that can include some elderly family members that would maybe be more at risk. They would also protecting everybody else that they come in contact with the environment, so their school, their work, and such. Also, by getting immunized, they're actually helping themselves get back to their normal life that they had previous to this COVID pandemic. We already know now the CDC has said that if you are vaccinated, everybody inside can stay inside without wearing masks. So that is one thing that has given freedom, and we expect with children getting vaccinated, they will have more freedom in school, as well as playing sports, participating in music, theater, and everything else that goes along with that. I think as well as a lot of different things we recommend for our children, I do feel that the parents have a strong obligation to make sure their child can have it, and I would not necessarily say that the child should have the only vote in the matter. I believe they can have a say, and we can go over the risks and benefits for it, but also that child may not have the big picture in mind as well. And so I think the final authority should be the parents, and we can make the giving of immunizations as easy for that parent and child as we can. They can call pediatrics and get an appointment for the vaccine. If they have any questions, we already have received some inquiries on our MyChart, and so that is another great way to find out more about the vaccine and what your provider may think about it. And if there are any specific questions about their child with this vaccine, that's a great way to get some of that information out. If they still have questions, then we'd be happy to see them in the clinic, and then after questions have been answered, if they want to go ahead and get started with the vaccine, we could do that day.